Okay, so as I mentioned already, this has been sent to me by my good friend, also a streamer. I think you kind of have an idea who always sends me banger games. You can already see his name. It's gonna be Mr. Sugarcult going up against Reach. We're gonna have a ZvZ, and it is going to be a really quick one from what I can see. From the most part, I see a fast pool, and I think it was a 50, was it a 15, 14 pool, something like that. Anyways, what I try to actually say here, it is going to be, oh yeah, Sugarcult typing in the chat is nothing new. So there's going to be multiple games after this. I did not set a BO series, and I also did not set scores here, because I don't know how those games went. They played each other 3 times. I have all 3 games, so be sure to stick around. So yeah, looks like they're both from Lithuania. One of them moved to the Netherlands. You know, just the regulars, stuff like that. So Sugarcult goes for a weird, I think, is this a 14-14? Something along those lines? I'm not sure. He's rallying into the gas from what I can see, but I'm not sure either. Okay, that's what he's going to do. It doesn't make lings, which would suggest that he's gonna make a roach warren, but also no queens. So this is looking absolutely all over the place for now. But yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, Sugarcult goes for a freaking 3 hatch. Okay, fast 3 hatch even on the gold. This is absolutely fantastic. I love it already. So it's going to be quite an interesting and tight build if I'm not mistaken. He's going for double hatcheries, dude, like after the pool. Was it like pool first, then the hatch? I think that's the build here. Speed is going, and he still hasn't made any lings. As you can see, nothing has been lost. Well, there's been a bit of resources lost because Sugarcult made that extractor trick. You lose a bit of money there, but nothing too fancy. By the looks of it, Reach is going to go for a stock standard build over here. I assume there's going to be a speed upgrade going up in a couple of moments. A bit of distraction potentially. But this should be link speed, unless it's going to be like fast lair. But it looks like it's going to be fast 4 queens, which I don't know how it's going to fare against what Sugarcult has. So no fast lair on the side of Reach. No third base as of now. And we are going to actually see a baling nest and an evo chamber on the side of Sugarcult. So trying to wall off a bit. Oh, there we go. So it's going to keep this little choke point as his hole in the wall. Can position a queen there. He's already saturated the gold base. This is absolutely brilliant. I love how Sugarcult approaches the strategy. What you need to know about Sugar, he is around a diamond, so he's always hovering around like 3,500, which is, I think it's a fair rank. I have a hidden roach warren. Usually you would put it in the wall, but by the looks of it, this is going to be hidden roach warren with a lair coming up. So if Sugar tries to scout with the Overlord or some lings, he might see the lair if he gets close enough to the wall, but he's not going to see the roach warren. So that would kind of say or dictate some kind of a Nidus or 2-base Muta play. As we don't have a 3rd base right now, Sugar could scout this base, but he did not, which is a mistake. Obviously, you want to know how many bases your opponent's on, but obviously if you have like a strategy that you want to stick to, then this is going to be the way to actually execute it. Just, you know, stick to your strategy, do it, and everything is fine. Sugar goes for a later roach warren. Already roach speed is coming up. We have only 3 gases, and we only have 36 drones, which is okay. There we go, 41. That's what I wanted to see. Now, queens are going to try and potentially make a creep highway. I would assume that this is going to be the path, like all over here. You know, just coming over here across the bridge, and then potentially going into this position. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, the plan can be pretty much anything. 4 queens should be enough to actually deal with anything. And Sugar is not scouting. Sugar is in the dark. There is a third hatchery coming up from Reach. This is a decent timing as well. You open 2 base roach and then go pressure and then try to drone up your third base and transition into something like maybe some mutas, maybe some hydras, maybe some lurkers, whatever you feel like. Viper lurker is obviously a super late game focused thing, but from what I can see, it might not get there. It might not get there. So by the time Reach sorry for the bad pun incoming. By the time Reach reaches Sugar's base, should have +1 carapace as well. And it looks like it is going to be the case. Sugar is not exactly ready for this. I mean, he could pull back and sacrifice this natural base. He has 49 drones. Oh, and he's going to try and defend this potentially. Oh, this choke point is absolutely terrible for Sugarcult. Okay, and now the roaches come in, and this might just be a really quick game over here. By the looks of it, Reach is going to overwhelm Sugarcult, and there might be a quick GG over here. I don't think you deal with this. I think we're just going to move on to the second game, and I don't think there's going to be anything much to say about this. Reach is going to go for the tech, and there it is. Reach will take this game. And now I'm actually even more curious of the games following up this. So let's jump into the second one. Alright, so Side Delta is the second map, and Sugarcult is gonna spawn in the top left side. And Reach looks like they sort of sniped each other accidentally, not accidentally, I don't know. But Reach is gonna be the bottom right side. Have fun, and have fun respectively from these 2 players. Let's change the interface. Now, last game was a bit inactive in my opinion. Sugar did not scout, was in the dark completely. He got kind of distracted in the early game. I'm pretty sure he... Now that I think about it, I think the third hatchery was sort of reactionary because he tried to type out something in the chat. He usually does that. I managed to hit Sugar with my Protoss when he was on his alt account. If you don't know, Sugar is doing a thing where he plays on both accounts and tries to, you know, catch up one account to the other. So he actually sort of solidifies his MMR in his mind. At least that's what I think it would be. That's what I would do if I was doing that. I would just, you know, trying to make sure that, yeah, I'm this MMR. Let's just, you know, get used to that level. Let's climb out again, you know. And if you do it like every 100 MMR or so, then it's fine. 100, 200 MMR. It's not even considered smurfing in my opinion. But I'll let you be the judge on that one. I know it's a relatively sensitive topic. Looks like it's going to be the same opener on the side of Reach. I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be another Roach Horn incoming. And Sugar is going to go for a fast pool. Was this a 14 pool, I wonder? By the looks of it. Okay, Sugar is completely pulling out of gas. So this could still be a relatively fast link flood from what I can see. Which obviously is going to be really powerful against what Reach has. Let's see how this is going to turn out. Okay, first queen has popped out. Sugar did not inject with this one yet. There we go. There's the inject. And now Reach is going to see a hatchery here, but this Overlord is actually late, I think. Is it late? Nobody sees creep here, so... He saw creep already by the time he reached that, so... He should know that this is a faster... hatchery than normal, because you usually would not see, I think. But since Side Delta is relatively big, it might just be the case that the map is huge and the Overlord just doesn't get there in time, or maybe the Overlord was sent out a bit later. You know, these things are all possibilities. Sugar will try to pull away his queens. His Overlord, sorry, and Reach will try to pull the queens to the front. By the looks of it, there's gonna be 20 links moving across the map. I think this is not gonna be in time. Oh, Reach is gonna try to move in there. Oh, but these 2 queens are not gonna be enough. He needs to full wall this. He needs a solid wall over here, and I don't think it's gonna be enough. Oh, Sugar is in. Sugar is in. He needs to move command here. Oh, and the link flood is going to be on. The second queen is gonna fall, and now the base is vulnerable, and Sugar might just fire back with a huge victory over here with a super quick link flood. More links on the way. We have close to 40 links on the side of Sugarcult the second, and there's barely any links. There's 2 spine crawlers here, and it's gonna be slow links. There's no link speed over here, and so these links are going to not matter that much. And there we go. Looks like Sugar is going to overwhelm everything. Drones are being pulled. I don't think this is going to be a happy end for Reach over here. And if the spines are ready, Sugar can just literally move in into the main base and just deal with whatever he has to do. He's literally, well, not even a GG. This is absolutely sad, honestly. I would have expected a GG there. But yeah, it is what it is. Sugarcult fires back with game number 2 with a quick link flood. And now I am even more curious of that third game. And for third time, we have Sugarcult here in the top left. Map is going to be Golden Aura, as Reach is going to be in the bottom right side. Let's see what the builds are going to be. I'm curious. Oh, there was a cancel here. I am really curious what this is. I don't know what this is, what happened here, but I guess it is what it is. Alright, Sugarcult goes for a extractor trick, so I think this is a 15-15 because I saw the extractor trick when I presented him basically. This looks like a 15-15 to me. Maybe he realized that this player plays Roach all-ins in ZvZ, the 2-base Roach opener. So yeah, there it is. So if this is the 15-15, this should be extractor trick for another drone, 15 hatchery, 15 overlord, 15 spawning pool. Do we have an overlord? Oh, we have an overlord. Oh, sorry, my bad. And then there's gonna be 2 drones there. The third one takes the gas, and then there's 2 more drones, and the third one starts running into the gas, and then so you go up to 18 workers, and then the next 3 will go onto the gas, and then you go fast 4 queens pretty much, and you can go into lair, get your wall, open roach warrens, stuff like that. So it's a pretty fun and easy to execute build, although it's kind of volatile. If your opponent goes for a standard 2-base roach, so to say, with more drones and everything, then you might actually, oh sorry, a 3-hatch drone roach, then you might actually be in trouble. But yeah, let's see how it's gonna turn out this game, because I'm really curious. So we have 4 links over here. Looks like Sugarcult will sacrifice a couple of drones. The idea of the 15-15 is that you have such a fast 4 queen setup that you don't really need links. Maybe 1 pair. Looks like he's gonna go for the good old Baneling Nest and Evo Chamber for that half wall. Let's see, do we have additional queens? Nope, not gonna be the case. Reach going for the same strategy, a 3rd game in a row. It's gonna go. Uh-oh. I don't think that was the intention there, but it's fine. It happens. Sometimes just misclick. And this is a really good setup. So, oh, he's even going for a blind spine crawler. He never actually scouted anything, and he will not see it. So it's fine, I guess, for someone who's going defensive spine crawler. Better safe than sorry, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. You sacrifice the drone early on, and ZvZ is such a volatile matchup that you really cannot afford to do that. So this is going to be a super tight hard wall, actually. There's no space in between these, I think. Yeah, this is a triple Evo chamber. Oh, wait, is this a wall? I think it is. Hopefully it is, for the sake of Reach. Would be quite a bummer if it wasn't a wall. Anyways, both players going for the roach horn. Sugarcult is faster now, and he almost times it perfectly with the lair. And we already have a couple of drones just rallied into the gas. It's going to saturate probably 2 bases, sort of, and it's going to go for 3 gases. There we go, +1 already going on the side of Sugarcult. And no upgrades rolling on the side of a Reach right now. Sugarcult already getting his Roach speed. Oh, and the lair barely starting here for Reach, which is kind of terrible, if I have to say so myself. So now you have an extra Evo chamber that could have been a Roach horn in the wall. You could have gotten another thing over here. Now you're destroying your Evo chamber. So what happens here? I would personally not destroy this until I have to move out. Because if I have to move out, even if I... So I know why he's doing this. He's doing it because he wants to spread creep. But he can spread creep with these 2 tumors because there's no danger of those getting sniped, right? So basically what he can do... normally there would be an overlord over here, so it's not that great to actually spread creep over there, but I think this would be a faster highway, obviously, than just going right here and then across the map. I actually don't know which side is the auto pathing's shortest path. Okay, overlord comes in. Might spot the roach horn. I'm curious, do we see Reach actually reaching for that overlord? Yep, that is gonna be a spot. Oh. Roach is actually just, you know, pass next to each other. It's actually interesting. And this is gonna be a really wild game, because I think this is gonna go into a base raid. Uh-oh. And there's going to be a couple of drones being massacred over here. And I think Sugarcult needs to rally his roaches. The next one's over here. He could also go for another queen, because one of them is going to get sniped for sure. And now Sugarcult is actually... Oh, he might actually be able to snipe one of these upgrades at least. Oh, he should focus it down, but he's not focusing it down. Will it be done? Will it be done? Oh, it is done. 1-1 is finished for Reach, actually. So that's going to be a bit of an advantage. And now Sugarcult is in deep danger right now. Uh-oh, that's going to be a Roach versus Roach. And is this going to be Sugarcult sniping the lair? Oh, but there's a lot of Roaches over here. Even using the transfuse on one of them. And Sugarcult should decide what he wants to do. I think he should go for the lair. Oh, but he's not going to do it. Now, Sugar has lost a bunch of drones over here. But Reach has less drones. Sugarcult has a 3rd hatchery on the way. Now there's going to be a cleanup on the side of both players, actually. Both players managed to clean this up, so this is beautiful so far. All right. So, despite those roaches, you know, just high-fiving, or sort of high-fiving, just passing next to each other. Other than that, it was decent execution on both sides, but this should be advantage Sugarcult, as he has 14 more workers saved. So yeah, it's like a whole mineral line more. So I don't know how Reach is going to come back from this one, but obviously getting one base is like getting back on from one base is, yeah, really difficult. He has the larva actually to spend, but I don't think you need to inject with all the queens, because you might actually not have the money. You might as well just, you know, preserve some energy and play defensively. Try to get a couple of drones in there. He's gonna get a Ravager. I suppose he's gonna try to take care of these injured roaches and morph them into Ravagers, just so you get that HP back and get some utility out of them. Ravagers are not as tanky, and they don't do as much damage as roaches. And I believe they move the same speed, but I'm not sure. They obviously have the bile, but if you don't connect with those biles, then those Ravagers are just going to lack DPS. I sometimes don't like to go Ravagers, because I kind of hate the chaos that there is. You need to, like, you know, zone with the biles and then have like a bigger roach ball, and then you can either force them to move back into the bios or lose basically their whole army because you have more. But I think that's the only case where it's really healthy for us diamond level players to actually play Roach Ravager instead of just pure Roach. I think pure Roach on a move is just better. Just start stepping forward, getting in between the army, you know, separating it, then sitting behind 2 bases to cut off the reinforcements, stuff like that. I think that's a decent plan. Also, this lair is super low HP, so I don't know what to say here. As Sugarcult has come back into this game pretty much extremely healthy, because now he mined out half of his main. Oh, this might be a mistake from Breach, honestly. Sugarcult has more over here. Oh, and Breach is going to move in. Let's see, that's only the 3rd base. And even if Sugarcult loses this, he can just basically move on to Breach's side of the map and just not care about anything. And by the looks of it, this is looking like a huge ball for Sugarcult. 24 more army supply. This is absolutely brilliant. Sugarcult just manages to come with the counterattack. This is so good. Sugar once again just proves that he can hang with Diamond's best players, you know, with players who are, you know, focused on one build, executing it, because this was proper execution on the side of Reach. But yeah, it was kind of unlucky that he moved across the map and he had to attack. He moved in a bit faster, was thrown off the game, but now it looks like it is going to be Sugarcult who's going to move in, and even tanking the bios doesn't really matter. It's going to put some bios up there in the air to fall onto nothing, just to zone out everything. There's the well played, and he's going to leave the game, meaning Sugarcult will take this unofficial best of 3, ladder best of 3. And I think overall these were fine games. These were fun games, as always, as expected from Sugar. He always manages to get in these chaotic series or sessions or something like that. If you watch his stream, that's all he's about. But yeah, I think that is gonna be it for this series. So I hope you enjoyed it and stick around for more.